Welcome back to a special live episode from the Premium Advantage, baby. Today, a special episode discussing soccer is always something that we want to discuss the information around our environment, which everybody is around us. So today, our special international correspondent, please welcome Mr. El Ingeniero Gabriel José Zambrano. Love, love.
Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? It's great to be back. Uh,
Yes, welcome back.
Especially talking about this event, Copa America, which is currently going on United States.
Yep. And then also Mr. Sebastián Zambrano, international correspondent number two.
Thanks for having
Yes.
me. Love being back in here. Love it.
Somebody's got to do it.
Talk
I'm
about
holding my
this.
phone.
Like the best summer ever. Eurocopa, Copa America,
I
Olympics.
know. Yes. A humongous mixture, like of events of sports. So I wanted to include this in the mix, not only from the perception from here, but also the perception from other places, because sometimes the information it gets skewed as we receive it. So you're thinking, man, I'm the best, and because they're telling you, oh, you're the best. Wait, hold on. Let's be realistic. What do other people say? It's like, oh no, there's various situations that would like to look into that I perceive are more valuable than if I just look at the media, the regular channels, the way that I look at. You know what I mean? I just think that you guys' perception will be more accurate. I mean, we're looking at the news for like 20 hours. You know what I mean? Because you guys are so much into it, and you get a different perception.
Look, everything that you make in the United States. Well, I think as an event like this in the United States, it always is good because the soccer stadiums are very good. But I've been hearing a lot of complaints about the field, that the field is not prepared, it's not
Oh, interesting.
well groomed. So the players are complaining about that. The Copa America started Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We had two, two and two, four, eight games already. We had
Yeah.
eight, two, four, yeah, about 6 games, and they're complaining about the field in different parts of United States, not in the same stadium.
Yeah. Gotcha. Well, this is intriguing. This is good to know. I mean, to some how about this? What would be something that can be communicated with regards to the fields that could be better? Like define that. Like I'm just curious. Like the fields can be better. Like what's the issue with the fields? I don't know. I'm asking so that if somebody hears it, can we get that fixed? Can we get it fixed?
No,
Or
you
it's
can't.
not
You
enough
can't
time?
go.
Or it's like, hey, now you gotta get used to it, and there it is.
No, I don't. I don't think it's enough time because it already started, and you have to change the whole field. I
Yeah.
think it's a different type of field, and they
Sure.
weren't. I mean, they should have looked at it before. What type of field does we play? What type of field does the rest of the people play in? Because I know that for the field in the one that in Atlanta, right, where the Atlanta Falcons play, I know that they just put that field in about 4 or 5 days ago. So it's kind of chunky. It's not settling the ground.
Mm.
And it chunks off every time that you run, or that you spike your foot, or that you have a tackle.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah, it was at I think it's called the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, right?
Yeah,
Oh, what was the issue with the Mercedes-Benz Stadium?
that was the issue.
Yeah,
Oh, that was the issue with the. Oh, okay. Oh man, somebody got to call Mercedes.
They should.
No,
It gives them a bad
the
name.
stadium that you're paying all this money for, like it's clunky. It's like,
it
whoa,
wasn't
what do
Mercedes
you
at
mean the
all. That
Mercedes-Benz
pitch
Stadium
wasn't
is clunky?
Mercedes at all.
This is an international correspondence getting feedback with the guy. I'm just letting you know, Mercedes. let's look at that.
I
Look
know
at
BMW wouldn't do that.
that.
But yeah. But anyways,
Keep
besides
that,
that,
keep that feel
what
smooth.
El DT, the real international correspondent, was saying is that there is a lot of expectation in for the Copa America, especially since it's a country that most people can get to, and at least you could do the thing of security. You're gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be a great atmosphere. It's gonna be a good environment, great field. Um, but yeah, the pitch is important. I mean, that's where you actually play 11 on 11, and that was the main issue. Besides any officiating things, it was just the field, and you don't want that to be an issue because you don't want injuries. You want in the upcoming games, the elimination games to be the top players. So it's just an
How intriguing!
issue
I
we
mean,
probably
this is
want to
definitely
check into it.
as you mentioned. If it's too late for this one, at least it's a nice, an interesting for the next one that's coming in the next 2 years. Where we go, hey man, gotta get the fields ready. Those issues the first. You know what I'm saying? Mercedes, you got 2 years.
Well, usually when you have a well, let's put it this way: United States, it's going to have a lot of soccer within the next 2 to 4 years, approximately, because you're hosting the Copa America, then you're going to host I think it's the Confederations Cup, which is usually played in the countries previous to the World Cup. Then before the World Cup, you're gonna have the Soccer World Cup, which is next year, and then you're gonna have the World Cup. So you're gonna see a
I mean,
lot of soccer. I mean, if United States don't get their fan base up, I think there's something
and
wrong
you,
that we're doing.
and you already have
We could,
Messi
I
in
mean, like,
Miami,
maybe the
so
grass. Start with getting good grass.
yeah, but they already have the
Huh?
biggest star there, so they need to capitalize on that.
Hmm. Yeah,
Messi's
there's
already in the
definitely the
MLS.
markets are opening up, is what I'm hearing from y'all. The markets are opening up, and if you want the markets to open up nicely, the grass needs to be smooth.
That the competition,
Ooh, the competition. Oh, well, yeah, okay, all of that. Okay, good, 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 good. I like
because I
that. I
mean,
like
over
that.
Well,
That's good.
here, for example, the foreigners that go to play there, they're not top tier level. I mean, they're good, obviously, they're pros, but the top tiers when they're between 20 and 24, they're not going to go to the MLS. Not to uh, demean anything that the MLS is doing. I mean, they'll
Despite
probably go to
speaking levels, speaking levels. Cool.
Mexico, Europe, at least at least Brazil, Mexico, But yeah,
what Sebas is trying to say, you can play for money and you go to
whoa, I know
Saudi
what I'm
Arabia.
saying. Whoa, take it easy there.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
No, I know, I know.
Uh, you live close to me, so be careful with what you say. Um, you you have you play for money. You go to Saudi Arabia. You play for glory. You go to Europe or South
Yeah,
America because we have the Libertadores and Europe have the UEFA Cup. But United States, what are you playing for? The MLS Cup? No, I'm not saying that it's not worth it, but it's not at the current level yet. Not yet.
Well, I'll tell you what. Today, we'll see a little bit of something. Depending on what do you guys think about the U.S. Bolivia game that's coming today? Like, what did you say that that'll have a little bit of impact with regards to like, if the U.S.
I,
moves
I
up
I
in the
think
ranks?
I think United States is gonna come up with that game. I mean, they have good players. They have Pulisic. They have Timothy Weah. They have Weston McKennie. The United States have a good game. It's gonna go over Bolivia. Bolivia, they don't have that many good players.
Okay. All right. So there you go. Prediction number
yeah.
one:
I
U.S.
think
over
I
Bolivia.
think
Boom.
the
You should
U.S.
start celebrating now.
the U.S.
Start
is gonna
celebrating
win
now.
clearly.
Okay.
Although on
Okay.
my
Well, you got a
parlay, I do
bunch of
have it
games coming up.
a
You know.
tie.
So, wait. Say that again now.
On my parlay, I do have them tying. So
Oh. Okay. 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 What about the? Oh man, what did you guys think of the matches that came up yesterday? Did you guys watch those? I assume.
Sadly, yes.
well, we are Ecuadorians, and Ecuador did play yesterday, and
We
it
all
was
watched
tough.
it.
It
Anybody
was
watch
such a
that?
hype.
Nobody
It's been a
watched that.
build up. It's
Oh.
been stressing. It's been stressful because
Yeah.
all you
Sure.
hear about is Copa America and like this is the one, this is the generation. Oh, it's like the golden years of the golden boys, and they've been training for a year, and then just a lot of things happen within
Sure.
15 minutes where you worked for 8 months, completely scratched off. And
Sure.
then yeah, I mean you start
If
winning
there's
one
a
zero.
message, if there's a message you could deliver to the team that hey, we'll cut it up into a 1 minute message and start distributing. If there's a message, a positive, Like, hey, shake it off. You got more games coming. What would you say to the team, both of y'all? Like, give us some thought. Give us some thought. What would you tell the team? Little pep talks. You put your stuff in there, and then we can everybody throw three little messages for the team. Nice and constructive. What are you thinking?
I,
I
I'll
think I would just
go.
say, I would definitely be like, first game is over, 11 against 10. We
That's
did
right.
a hell of a job. What we do need to know is that Jamaica is a team. It's a professional team, and our game is better. I mean, it's been proven. We've been to World Cups. We've been classified second, third. We have to play our game, but we can't let these little distractions. Because yesterday, I mean, that red card that was sent off, it's kind of like it happens within the game. Like I know he didn't want to get suspended, but I think it's a center, and the guy misses the ball. He leaves the his feet up, catches the other guy, and like this is during the game that like nobody wants to get sent off 13 minutes into the game. So you have to eliminate that error because it was something that could happen. You don't want it to happen, but unfortunately, that's what happens sometimes. You have Jamaica team that I saw yesterday against Mexico, and they have two good players on the right side. We have a great left back defender that's gonna counterattack that. So I think they just have to play their game. They have to get a new nine, someone that can score the ball, that can make some presence in the middle of the field. Because if you're just gonna go and lob it every single time they get down the line, I mean, it's just gonna be one of those terrible nights. I mean, it's just typical Ecuador. I
So
don't know what
don't
Gabriel
lob
still
it.
says.
Stop that lobbing situation. Stop it. Is what you're saying.
What?
Stop the lobbying situation with regards to the ball. Control that.
Yes,
That's
it's
not
just
working.
they'll do two passes and they'll just throw a lob.
There you go.
And
Don't
just
right. I
most of
did
the
notice
times,
that. That's one of the thoughts that I had about that. I was like, oh man, you just keep wasting the ball.
yeah.
Gabriel, ingeniero, what you got?
Okay, if I want to do a pep talk to the guys, I will
Yeah.
say you're not playing for yourself. You're playing for 17 million Ecuadorians that are watching you right now. All eyes are on you. Um, feel free. Feel free. Play with heart. Play with passion. Play for honor, for glory. Because you don't get paid in when you don't get paid when you play for your country. You get bonuses and stuff like that, but you don't get paid. So let's just say that before we had three games to qualify for the next round. Now we have two. So let's change the story.
I like it. I like it. I think, in my perception, I would say you may not get paid directly, but if your name and your team moves up in ranks all together and everybody collectively puts it together where the team gets better, like you're gonna increase your overall value as a player. So,
The good
no
thing
sé
about here
cuántos
is
en
that we
español
have
me pueden entender, entonces lo voy a decir es, si es que no, si es que la situación es como que hoy no me están pagando, es muy posible que pueda empezar si es que nosotros podemos coordinar esta situación para que, ok, no
you know
nos
how
van a
much
pagar
faith
por este. What?
you know how much faith there is over here. Today I heard a commentary. They're like, "Hey, do you remember what happened with Argentina in the World Cup?" And I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "Well, they lost the first game and then they end up winning it." I'm like, "Oh
Hey,
my
hey,
god."
hey, let's get this guy to pep talk. Let's talk him up. Let's talk him up. Let's get him in there, man. Come on. I know
Yeah,
I'm in it.
exactly.
And another thing is, hey, another thing. So it's like, okay, I got it. Another thing that I would say is I saw a lot of energy. Mucha energía. Muy buena energía. It's, oof, man, that feels good. But sometimes it was like a little too much energy. A little uncoordinated energy. A little like, oh, try to control a little bit so there's not so much contact. And because I see the energy, but I don't see the control of the energy. So that it felt like it was like, oh, pass the ball. Oh, the pass was too strong. The run was too much. You came out too strong, so you hit the player instead of taking the ball away from the player. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I see the energy, but I don't see when the energy comes up, it's not under control. You know what I'm saying?
I do. It's just that for me, there are a couple of factors that you have to keep in mind.
Yeah.
The game, we saw like three or four um, different sides of the game. The first one, the first 10 20 minutes were it was a good game. It was coming up. going on and off. Venezuela was attacking, Ecuador was attacking. They were trying to figure it out themselves. Then we got the red card. The game changed. They adjust, they adapt. Then we score. Ecuador scores. Then we see another game. Through the first 45 minutes, we're off.
Yeah, so that's another one. You're winning. And now you're winning, and then somehow right, correct. And then keep that in mind. That may happen again. Hey, when you're winning, what do you need to do to keep that?
When okay, then it's halftime. When we come out of halftime, 5 10 minutes into the game, he makes a substitute. Why are you making substitutes? What is going on?
Okay, okay.
What
Now, oh, that's more
what
detail. That's
did you
more
see?
good detail.
What did you see that we did not see? Like I want to see. I heard when we was talking to the press, but it didn't convince me. It didn't
Okay, what
convince me
is that
because
in the press? Tell me.
I didn't see a moment or a play that called for a substitute, and you take off your biggest threat, which is Sarmiento. I don't. And then you put when we have the red card, you send in a guy that's been injured. You don't send the other guy. So I don't know. I think that you could tell you can say tell me that it the energy was kind of like on and off from the players. I wasn't regulated at the time. But I think that the coach, like him, he messed up a lot.
I see. I see. Okay, well, that's good
Well,
information there because
even
you know.
before,
Uh,
where
mhm.
when Ender Valencia gets sent off and they sub in Kevin Rodriguez, which hasn't played in like 8 months, no prep games, and all of a sudden he comes in and plays. I mean, I'm not saying he did a terrible job. He obviously didn't do a good job, but just from the start, you don't take Jeboa, who is he's like he lived in Germany, I think, or he was born in Germany
Yeah.
with Ecuadorian descent, and he's been playing very well. Like he's been a good right wing attacker, 2 goals. He's been consolidated with all these changes that Ecuador has had. So that wasn't maybe the sub in my perception, and
This
that's
player
another
got
area.
subbed out, is what you're saying. This good player got
Yeah,
subbed out. Is
yeah,
that right?
yeah.
Really?
So
What an
I
intriguing
mean, I
little
don't know what Gabriel
situation as we
thinks, but
develop this
I just don't
information.
think that Kevin Rodriguez, who has been mentioned here a lot, because first of all, the first 26 or the 26 people that are to make the team, he was injured most of this training camp phase, and then yesterday he comes in with no participation to play 11 against 10. So I don't know how his fitness level is and all this stuff that
Yeah.
comes to mind. And you're like, how is this guy coming in without any prep time, any game time, any? He wasn't even supposed to make
You
it because
know,
he was injured.
this is wonderful feedback. I perceive that there is tremendous value here, like that we're developing. So I appreciate you guys taking the time, because last time, whenever we did a process like this one, man, the entire process we were able to narrow down thanks to Gabriel's like analysis and everybody's put together, kind of exactly how things were going to turn out. So if you guys give us some good analysis here, and somebody hears it and applies it properly, like it's like that. Yeah, this is what people are looking at. Why are these things getting done that didn't help us? And we were winning. So it's like direct correlation. You know what I mean?
I know, I know.
Okay.
Where's
Yeah,
Jacinto?
and
I thought
Gabriel Jose
Jacinto was
mentioned
going
in
to
the
be
group
with
chat
us.
Oh
that
man, it's
he
Sunday.
Sarmiento, the one
Everybody's
that got subbed
everywhere.
off, was the best player.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's interesting to understand. Let's move on to the other games. What about Mexico, Jamaica? That looked really good. That looked pretty good. I like that. I mean, it looked like an intriguing game. Any thoughts on that one in particular? It was not as complicated. I think it was easier to
You
watch.
you can say that soccer it's not about logic. Jamaica was playing, was attacking the whole game, was defending very well. It was actually a good game, and I thought, I mean, for Ecuador, I was rooting for a tie. That's what we needed, a tie. But then, actually, Jamaica scored first, and they wave off that goal. But the goal that Mexico scored was a beautiful goal. They didn't deserve it. They didn't play that well, but it's soccer. It wins whoever scores the most goals.
Yeah.
I thought Jamaica played way better than Mexico.
Most
Oh,
of the
okay.
time,
But hey, but they got it through.
I feel the same way. I mean, you have to score goals. But going back to the Ecuador and then moving forward,
Oh yeah, what you
if
got?
you put 11 players, your starting 11 against your starting 11 of the other team, most of the time the better player is going to win. So our 11 players, you can see that they're valued at this much. They're playing in the European leagues. They're playing Brazilian, Mexican leagues, and then you see Venezuela, who has one of their players is actually a left center back, I think, for a Guayaquil team, Emelec.
Hmm.
So you have to see that something is going on with the coach because we have a lot of talent. It's not just because
Yeah.
we see it as Ecuadorians; it's because they're
Yeah.
playing in the top five leagues in the world. You know, make it Italy, Europe, Spain, England. So yeah, and then Mexico, they were a little bit better than Jamaica. I don't
Yeah.
think they were. They should have won. I think a tie would have been all right, especially that Jamaica scored a goal that was barely offsides. I think Jamaica did a really great job. Number 9 and number 2.
Oh yeah, that's
Those two
right. They
players were
took
really good.
that goal. They took that goal. Oh, they took that goal. That would hurt.
So
Okay, okay. All right, cool. Now, another one that looks intriguing is the Colombian games. The Colombian games. Those are also. What do you guys think about the? I think Paraguay is tomorrow. Is that right? Colombia, Paraguay.
I think we have.
Oh man, a little bit of time lag delays on the situation, and then attention. Apparently, attention situations also. All right, here we
Hey,
go.
they play in your city. They play in Houston.
Yes, correct. So that's why I'm asking. What are some predictions that you think? How this is going to go? I'm rooting for Colombia on this particular one. I think they did really well against the U.S. game. What are y'all thinking?
3-1 Colombia.
3-1 Colombia. Oh, okay. Paraguay not so good, huh?
Well, Colombia has a streak of 22 games without losing. That was the
Oh,
last time they
shut the
lost. It was
front
like
door. Are you serious? Oh, they're going
like
strong.
three
Oh,
years
so
ago.
Colombia's going to be then a good candidate. You're saying for the 2020 for the next World Cup. From what I'm hearing now, if they got 22 games straight.
I'm rooting for Uruguay to be the champion.
Oh, you think Uruguay? Okay. You think Uruguay is gonna get it?
that's that's
USA
because
plays against
that's
Uruguay
because he's
on
bitter.
July.
He never
July.
wants to see Messi win.
I don't. I mean, Messi won it already. It's fine, but I want to see Uruguay. I like
You
Marcelo
think they have
Bielsa
the
as a
chance?
coach.
You think they have the ability?
Yeah, I think they have the players and the coach to get it done.
Oh, okay, okay. But is that this? Last time you gave us three, and this was the communication. You said the team with the least errors is the one that's gonna win it, and then you give us three. I gave them three. Are you saying Uruguay won?
You gotta
Who's
put.
number?
I mean, if I give you my last four, I think it's gonna be Uruguay, Colombia, uh, and then you have to drop. You have to put the champion Argentina and, and Uruguay, Colombia, Argentina. Yeah, and Brazil. You can throw in Brazil. I
Okay.
don't see another country.
All right, perfect. And if the Ecuadorians, they listen to our message, los ecuatorianos, os escuchan nuestro mensaje, put them in there, but they gotta listen to the message. And then also about the good players.
What's your prediction, Sebas? What are your last
Yeah.
four?
What do you got, Sebastian?
My last four, I think it's going to be Argentina, Uruguay. I have some hope. Maybe it's just my love for my country, Ecuador.
Put them in there, baby. They
And
listen to they listen to the podcast. It's gonna
and
happen.
I
They
think
gotta
number
listen.
four, it's I mean, the thing is I don't know the draw if Brazil, Colombia, and Argentina can get to the final four. You know what I'm saying? I think they meet in
Sure.
quarterfinals. So
Okay.
four, I'm gonna go with. Let's go USA.
Ooh. Okay. Wow. Look at Sebastian. He's going with the heart. He's going with the heart on
Go
that
with
one.
the
He's got
heart.
USA,
Go with the
Ecuador
heart.
in that list. He's like, I know,
It's
I
just I
know.
haven't seen great football though, or great soccer.
Okay, we'll see. They can still pull it together. There's still time. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, this is the nature of these challenges: is to is to
I
to
do
see which
agree
one has
with
been.
Gabriel. Say Uruguay is probably the most consistent and solid.
Okay. All right. Cool. I like that. All right. Cool. What else would you guys like to throw into the mix before you call it in for the day? And then we're also going to do the other one for the Euro Cup sometime during the week. Is that cool?
Okay, okay.
What else?
Wait,
What other
hey,
teams do you want to discuss to throw in here?
the
Come again?
teams to watch.
Yeah. Peru, Canada. Not really. Sorry, Canada.
Uh, to be honest with you, I'm actually looking forward to seeing play Colombia and Uruguay. Those are the teams that
Oh.
I want to see. Why? Because
Oh. Okay.
they have a new coach. They have the core, the base players. The age is
Yeah.
from like 26, from 27, 28 down. So they're kind of young. So I like
Yeah.
it. I like it. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm looking forward for them. And y- y- I mean, you gotta watch Brazil. You wanna see
Yeah.
how they play, how they're focusing. You have Vinicius, Rodrigo, Marquinhos, Rafinha. Even though I don't like him, but you never know what he's gonna do. So
Yeah,
let's see how they play.
you always have to wait for Brazil. England probably
That's true.
invented
That's true.
football, but Brazil perfected it. So
Okay.
it's always
I
a good.
got you. Okay. 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 Cool. Okay. So a lot of feedback. Anything else, Sebastian, Gabriel Jose, that you want to throw in here with regards to any other players to watch in particular?
My player to watch, Federico
Sure.
Valverde from Uruguay.
Federico Valverde from Uruguay. Oh, he's in that team, huh? He's a good player. How old is he? Oh, I heard somebody had no, somebody else had a 16-year-old player. Forget who.
He's 25. He's 25.
Oh,
He plays
25.
for Real
Okay.
Madrid. He just won the La Liga title and the Champions League.
Okay.
He's probably going to
Yeah,
be
they're
the
gonna give
next
him number 8.
captain for Real Madrid.
Okay. Oh, okay. Strong player.
Luis
I'm gonna
Diaz
Cool.
from
say
Colombia also.
Luis Diaz from Colombia. Okay. Okay.
if they give him
Okay. We got two.
some space, I'm gonna go with the two youngings. It's Alejandro
Okay.
Garnacho from Argentina and Kendry
Okay.
Páez from Ecuador.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Valencia y
That's the
Valencia.
future.
What?
Valencia?
Y
What
Valencia.
Valencia?
No, Alejandro Garnacho and Kendry Páez.
Pass. Okay. Okay. Picks two. Here we go. All right, guys. Well, anything else that we can throw in here with regards to information? And then when would you guys like to touch base again to feedback? During the week or in 7 days?
We can do
Well,
it
what
whenever
time
you
are
want.
you want to do this?
We typically do episodes on Friday. So we could try for a Friday or we could try for next Sunday, I guess.
Friday. What time Friday?
Typically mid afternoon, 2, 3. 2 typically, but 3.
No, I can't. I'm working at a time. Let's do it on Sunday. It's Sebas can or a Saturday.
Okay. So next week, the
Let's
weekend,
do
Saturday,
Saturday.
Sunday.
Let's do Saturday.
Try Saturday? All right. We're swinging it for next
Yeah,
Saturday.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So
yeah.
having a follow up. Let's see how everything turns up in the episode. Do you guys want to meet up before the next or after the games on Saturday? Before the games, right?
Before the
To see
game.
what the before the game on
Yeah,
Saturdays. Okay, let's try it for that
yeah.
time. I like it. I like it. Cool.
We'll see how
Awesome.
right or
If
wrong we
anybody
are.
else that you know that wants to jump on, let us know, and then we'll go from there.
All right, awesome. We'll see.
Cool. See you guys next time. Bye. See you in a week. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.